Good evening, trustees, staff, and members of the public who are joining the October 28, 2025 Public Governance and Board Organization Committee meeting. This meeting is called to order. Together with us, we have committee member Michael Chen, committee member at law, committee member Trustee McCarthy, committee member Wright, Trustee Wright, and together with us also we have Trustee Cohen and Trustee Butterworth with us. Thank you for joining and thank you for the interest for public education from everyone. Approval of the agenda. Without objection, the agenda as written shall be adopted. Is there any objection, trustees, committee members? Without objection, the agenda is adopted. Thank you. At this time, the chair would like to ask any trustee who has a direct personal interest or direct or indirect pecuniary interest in any matter being discussed by the board during this meeting to state the conflict and nature thereof. Hearing and seeing none, thank you, trustee. The minutes of the September 29th GBOP public session meeting found on page 3 to 7 of the agenda package has been distributed to all trustees. Are there any correction to the minutes? I will let committee members to have a brief moment to familiar yourself with page 3 to 7 of the September 29th minutes of the public session. As there are no corrections, the minutes are approved as presented. Thank you very much, trustees. Moving along, there's no business arise directly from the minutes. We are moving on to discussion items. At this point, the chair would like to recognize Executive Officer, Corporate Communication, Lucina Magallo, to speak to this item. The floor is yours. Lucinio, thank you.
Thank you, Chair Lynn, and through you, as usual, we are here for the gathering of input to the trustee newsletter. This is for the December 2025 newsletter. I will, in turn, turn off my mic and take notes as trustees provide us with feedback. Thank you, Chair Lynn.
Thank you. Thank you, Lucinio. Trustee, committee member, feel free to share any of the input for the December letter. This will be our second letter for the school year from trustee. Trustee Chen.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to recommend that we can add the Christian Heritage Month into the December newsletter since we've already passed that last year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's good input. Thank you. Trustee McCarthy, please go ahead.
Thank you, Chair Lynn. Trustee Chen took my my suggestion. Thank you, Trustee Chen.
Great, thank you. Thank you for that input. Any other input from trustee member in person and online? Thank you, everyone. I think for the second letter that we are coming out for the corporate communication on behalf of trustee, I think it's important that we recognize a good success. I think the director sent out an email recognizing the work done with the YRDSB and the DAP, the District Action Plan. We continue to work through that. Trustee engaged in various local community events since the beginning of the school year. If any of the trustee member could definitely reach out to corporate communication, and I'm thankful that they are very accommodating to individual trustee needs, and wishing all the families a good winter break before coming back in January. That would be my input. Lucinio, thank you so much for taking that.
Thank you, Chair Lynn, and thank you, trustees.
Thank you. Very good. At this point, we are going to move into second item is the informal sessions for trustee planning. It's a verbal information item. At this point, I'd like to recognize Mr. Director. Please go ahead. I will also introduce Trustee Services Audrey and Mr. Director for the informal session for the trustee planning as a verbal update.
Thank you, yes. Thank you, Chair Lynn. I will also invite Audrey to provide. In our operational bylaw, we have the pre-planning meeting for trustees in advance of the inaugural. We have that scheduled. I believe Trustee Services has sent the invitation out to you. We will have council attend the beginning of the meeting along with myself, and to be aligned with our operational bylaw in advance of our inaugural meeting for December.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Audrey, please go ahead.
That's perfect. The one thing we wanted to just double check was whether the committee, as in past, we got the consultant to come in for a short period to provide information to trustees about the process for the inaugural. And if you're interested, we'd be happy to arrange to have her come back.
Sure. Thank you, Audrey, and for sharing the process. I think this is our following our operation bylaw, as the Mr. Director have mentioned. I am okay that we could have any of our previous consultant or staff to support, as all the trustee here and online have recognizing that the governance model is working very well among ourselves. So if there's any efficiencies that we could be looking into, I am happy to support one way or the other. And trustee will be looking forward to receive that email prior to the inaugural meeting. Trustee Butterworth.
If I may, I'm thinking this is our third time through. In terms of expense and so on, I'm thinking, do we need to have outside assistance with this? I think we've all, like, it's the same group, we're just shuffling the same group, and if we're looking for efficiencies, I totally support that we don't bring someone outside in, that we use our own expertise, because we have lots of that. That's just my suggestion. Thank you.
No, thank you so much, and Mr. Director. And then I will move to Trustee McCarthy. Please go ahead. Trustee McCarthy, please go ahead.
Thank you, Chairlyn. I would just agree and second Trustee Butterworth's suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. With the input that the chair is hearing, I think with the consent of the committee, we could direct staff to make a proper planning for this upcoming informal meeting prior to the inaugural meeting. Parliamentarian, do you have any suggested wording that specifically to reflect the input that we do not request an external consultant? I think that is the consent that I'm hearing from my colleagues.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Article 40202 of the operational bylaw provides that the chair of the board shall convene with consideration of all trustees after the second Monday in November, but prior to the first meeting of trustees in December, an informal meeting of all trustees who will be holding office in the following year for such purposes. And I won't read the purposes. It would be the parliamentarian's opinion that if the chair does not wish to continue that custom, no motion would be required, as the chair is the person who convenes this meeting, and that's something that you could do as long as you consider all of the trustee input as per 40202 of the bylaws.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. So that essentially sharing to me that the chair can request the staff to proceed with planning of this meeting without external consultant. I think if we do not need a motion, then I am just going to share this publicly, that we are going to have our meeting prior to the inaugural. Mr. Director.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Staff will take the direction away, and we'll plan accordingly with the feedback from trustees, and we'll organize the meeting with the direction. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, for your input. Going forward, we have some information item from page 9 to 14 of the agenda package. Is correspondence from received over the past month by the chair of the board of directors. The correspondence is here for trustee information. Page 9 to 10, correspondence from Simcoe County District School Board to MCCSS School Nutrition Program. Page 11 to 12, correspondence from YRDSB to Peterborough CFC School Nutrition. Page 13 to 14, correspondence from Limestone to MOE Governance Model Public Education. And yeah, so we have 3 general information item for trustee information. Moving along, we have page 15 to 21 of the agenda package. Please go into the PIL, the pending item list for the meetings that is upcoming. I just want to pass the time to staff. Audrey, do you have anything to add or requesting trustee to pay attention to?
Yes, hi. Through you, Mr. Chair, the only thing I wanted to bring to your attention is to avoid any confusion on page 17 of the agenda. The Lucy meeting that's scheduled for February the 17th should be February the 10th, as February the 17th is a board diamond day, faith day.
Okay.
So we will correct that, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention, but everything else is standard scheduled events.
Thank you, Audrey, for that. So February 17th, am I taking that? I don't have my calendar. Is that a Tuesday?
It's a
So usual?
Tuesday, yes.
Okay, so we are going to move it to February 16th
No,
to the 10th. Okay, we move it.
It's the 17th.
I see.
but it's
To the
actually
10th.
listed as the 10th in our calendars, so
Okay,
I
please.
just wanted you to know.
Please take note of that and share that with the Lucy chair and the Lucy members so that they are aware of that. Thank you very much, Audrey. Okay, any other questions, trustee? Not, we will move along to some decisions item. On page 23 of the agenda package is the request for delegation status, Michelle Johnson, regarding Huron Heights Secondary School Arts busing for trustee consideration and a decision. I have had an opportunity to go through that context on the material submitted via the report here. And in consult with the parliamentarian, this request does not, based on the bylaw, does not have any criteria that it is not following through. So it is the chair recommendation that the following motion for adoption. Resolve that the Governance and Board Organization Committee shall schedule the delegation as presented to the GBOT for next Learning, Equity, and Wellbeing Standing Committee meeting, and further resolve that trustee services be authorized to advise the delegate of the decision of GBOT. Is there a mover for this recommendation from the chair for the delegation status? Okay, thank you very much. Trustee Chen. Is there any debate or comment to this delegation status request, trustee colleagues? Trustee McCarthy.
Thank you, Chair Lynn. I'm happy to hear the delegation. My only question is the learning equity the correct standing committee, or should, because it's budget related, should it go to finance and property? Just a question. You're probably right with learning equity, but I just thought
Thank
that
you.
to your attention.
I will let staff to answer that. Mr. Director, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Vice Chair McCarthy. I think because it is focused on the program of the school and the transportation around the program of the school, the Learning Equity Wellbeing Steering Committee is an appropriate place for the delegation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Director. Trustee McCarthy, any follow-up?
No, thank you, Chair. Thank you, Director.
Very good. So we will, any other trustee member or committee members? So the question is on the adoption of the recommendation as read by the chair. I'll read it again. Actually, do I have to read it again? Okay, we know it, and it is on note already. So the yes have it, and so please, is there any further debate? The question is on the adoption of the recommendation as read by the chair. All those in favor, committee member, please unmute your microphone or just say yes. All those opposed, please say no.
Yes.
Yes. Trustee Law.
Thank you.
Yes. Trustee Wright?
Thank you. And
Yes, Pamela McCarthy?
Thank you. Thank you, every committee member. The yes have it. The motion as read by the chair is adopted. The delegation is scheduled for the next Learning, Equity, and Wellbeing Standing Committee meetings. Thank you very much. At this point, we will move on. The next decision item, extension of Audit Committee non-board member team. The chair like to recognize Comptroller, Accounting and Finance Services, Jana Legao, to speak to this item. And please go ahead, Jana.
Good evening, and thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair. In Ontario, a non-board member of audit committee can be appointed to an audit committee if they have relevant accounting or financial experience and are not employee or officer of the board. They are identified by selection committee and appointed for a 3-year term with a possibility of an additional 3-year term. Amy Does, who is our non-board volunteer member, will be finishing her term on January 31st, 2026, and she has indicated that she would like to serve the permitted extension. Motion is here to recommend board approve the extension. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jana, for that. The chair will read it out. It has been recommended that the GBOT recommend that the board adopt the following motion. Resolved that in accordance with Ontario Regulations 361-10, the York Region District School Board renewed the appointment of Amy Dice as non-board member on the Audit Committee for a final additional 3-year term starting January 31st, 2026 and ending January 30th, 2029. Without objection, the GBOT shall recommend that the board adopt the recommended motion. Is there any objection or questions? And I understand that our audit chair, Trustee Law, is with us as well. If any of the committee member would like to have any question or input, please go ahead. Trustee Law.
Yeah, thanks, Chair. I just want to add, Amy, I've started working with her. She's very knowledgeable, it's very good to work with, and we also have a new community member also. So it would be a very good, continuity for Amy and to work with the new community member too. And I strongly recommend continue her tenure with us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Audit Committee Chair Law. It is very grateful that with your support and input to that. So I myself, I still remember vividly that I was with CFO Maharaj when we are interviewing for a new non-board members committee, member for the audit committee, and Amy definitely is a subject expert and helps a lot with our internal and external audit process. So I fully support this extension of this non-board member. Without objection, the GBOC shall recommend that the board adopt the recommended motion. Is there any objection? I'm hearing none. Without objection, GBOC recommend that the board adopts the presented motion. Thank you very much. And I just want to take the space to say thank you to non-board member Amy Dice for your continued willing to support on the public education system. Thank you, Amy. And thank you, staff, for that. Moving along to draft agenda for the public board meeting for November the 4th, 2025 on page 27 and 28. Just want to have committee member to familiar yourself with page. We have some special announcement. We have, this is for our approval for our public board meeting agenda for the public session. Looks good with me. Is there any objection? Without objection, the agenda is approved. Thank you very much. And thank you, staff, members of the public, trustee colleagues, committee members, in the support for public education. As there is no further business, this governance and board organization meeting public session is adjourned at 4:53 p.m. Thank you very much.